Chase Pietla looking for help, looking for a screen in front, rebound, score! And you'll see a handful of hats out there for our friend Jack Works.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the CCHA show here with newly minted Michigan Tech captain Jack Works. And Jack, had to be a fun season for you guys, making a third straight trip to the NCAA tournament as a team. But first of all, I just want to invite you to the show. Welcome to the show once again. And how was your summer, and what are you kind of most looking forward to here?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a good summer. Yeah, a couple months at home. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting games going. We've been practicing for a few weeks, and yeah, I got an exhibition game this Saturday.
Very cool. And so I, obviously the GLI is a lot of fun last year with you guys winning in a shootout. What are some of your highlights to last season looking back on it? Obviously winning the Mason is probably maybe number one, but for you, what were some of the things that kind of stood out?
Yeah, you mentioned the GLI. That was a lot of fun. Winning that there, and then the Mason Cup was a great few games for us in the playoffs there, and winning it on the road too was cool, and then getting to come back to our fans, which we had a lot of fans in Bemidji too. But yeah, that was probably the highlight, was winning the Mason Cup.
For someone like yourself, you're from Northwest Territories, and for most, I think, of the country or world, our only exposure to it maybe the board game Risk. Where that's like one of the pieces you can go to, one of the territories you can get to and kind of take. But what should people expect? What's your home life like when you were kind of growing up?
Oh yeah, it's a small town, and there's usually no ice in the summer. So I played soccer, I played baseball, and I kind of played all the sports. So I think that might have helped me in hockey too, just kind of getting more athletic, doing a bunch of different things. But yeah, I liked we'd go on the lake all the time and fishing and going out in the boat. So yeah, I loved growing up there, and yeah.
No, I'm a big proponent of playing multiple sports. I think it helps with like spatial awareness and all kinds of stuff, like on the field, on the ice. You're able to kind of maybe see a space, to be able to just kind of where you are on the ice, where your teammates are, and where the opponents are, and be able to just kind of all that kind of builds into making you a complete athlete. So I think you're on the right in the right space there. This Michigan Tech team, a lot of turnover, obviously far fewer Pietlas on the ice for you. What's that transition been like for you for the first couple of weeks of practice here?
Yeah, we got a lot of new guys, like quite a few freshmen, and I like what I've seen out of everybody. I like the group we've had, and another few transfers as well. But it's kind of like that every year. Guys leave, guys move on. But yeah, I've liked our group, and we've been pretty close so far. So yeah, I'm just excited to get the games going.
We know we saw you had the hat trick in that GLI game, but your game is much more of a two-way player. What do you take pride most in your play on the ice and when the team is going well?
Yeah, I think I play with a lot of energy, and I go to the dirty areas, and yeah, I like to play on both ends of the puck and get to the net, go to the net with the puck and without the puck, and just kind of try to create space for my teammates as well. And yeah, just playing hard pretty much is probably the biggest part of my game.
You guys get a chance to get to campus a little early, get out to that beautiful golf course you guys have. Who's the best golfer now, like of the current team? Because I know probably some guys graduated.
Yeah, I don't want to answer wrong here, but probably Nordy or Kooks or Chase Pietla, one of those three probably.
Okay, so there's still a Pietla in the mix.
Yeah, there is.
Chase was a preseason all CCHA. So for you guys, and you guys picked kind of in the middle there as far as the polls were concerned. Is that something you kind of expected with the turnover you had, or you obviously don't look too much at that kind of thing, but it is kind of a thought maybe at the beginning of the year that this is where people think you belong?
Yeah, I don't know if I really expected us to be there, but yeah, it's whatever people think is what they think. So I think we know what we have, and yeah, no, I think we can show that we're going to be better than that, and yeah, I think we will.
didn't want to leave out Isaac Gordon, who was one of the co-preseason players of the year there. He had a great freshman year for you guys. What's it like playing with Isaac, and what did he bring to you guys' group last year?
Yeah, he was just obviously a freshman. Maybe it took him a few games to get going, but yeah, he scored a bunch of goals and he works super hard. He works on his game a lot, and he's got a great shot. So yeah, I think he's just only going to get better this year, and yeah, probably just grow even more and on both sides of the puck as well.
You guys had Chase Fiala for, obviously your whole career. He was stalwart All-American goalie. Now you have, Max Varanen kind of waiting in the wings, but you have, a trio of guys that are kind of fighting for ice time now. What does that look like in your eyes? And I'm sure you're going to be confident with whoever you guys have back there, but what have those, the goalie situation been like from your standpoint?
Yeah, I think, we got Derek. He just came over from Harvard too, and Max, and I think they both looked really good. Max he's been here the whole time I've been here, and he's gotten better every year, and I think he looks really good in practice. So, I think, it's probably going to be up for grabs at the start of the year, but whoever's in net will be confident with.
Houghton has a real, Scandinavian kind of vibe to it. Parts of the, there's a Scandinavian neighborhood you have up there, and you have a decent, amount of players now coming over, not just to your team, but to college hockey in general. Do you see that continuing to grow? And what do the different international players, Scandinavia specifically, but some other places as well, what do they add to the kind of chemistry of this team?
Yeah, we've got I think a few different countries for sure. We've got a lot of guys from Finland and Sweden, so and Canada too, I guess. But they bring kind of different aspects of the game. I think they've all they're all pretty skilled players, and I think that's obviously good, but it kind of helps the group. We got people from all over the place. It just makes things a bit more interesting, maybe.
Is this the most turnover you've had for a hockey team you've played on from year to year, or can you compare it to anything?
Um,
the lights went on you, which people who are listening won't notice. But yeah,
sorry. What was the question?
You're in the dark now. Is this the most turnover you've had from season to season on a team you've been on in your career, or have you had it more?
It's probably the most, I guess. We had a lot of guys, graduating, and like I said earlier, though, it kind of happens every year. But it's just kind of got to go roll with the punches, I guess, in that sense.
I'll see if I can get Cal to. Oh, he got it. All right, doing it all. Good move, Jack. This is what live TV is all about. So, you guys, you win the Mason Cup. Obviously you're celebrating on the road, but your fan base travels as good as well as anyone in the country, and I'm sure you guys don't take that for granted. But what does it mean to see your fans show up not only in Bemidji, but in the middle of Ohio, or Pennsylvania, or wherever you guys end up for the NCAA tournament?
Yeah. Everywhere we go, we've got a lot of fans, and going back to Bemidji, there was like kind of a yellow wall there, so it was coming out for warm-ups, you see that, it makes it feel a lot better. But they follow us everywhere, and it makes you kind of more confident, and just hearing your own fans wherever you are, it's a great feeling for sure.
The Misfits, I know, are celebrating an anniversary of sorts. I think their 21st year this year. That's the that kind of fan base that kind of started it all, and really like some of the best parts of college hockey are from fan bases, student sections, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of like the fabric of what college hockey is. I'm sure when you were at Denver your very first year, I know they're great college hockey fans there, but what is it about the fans in Houghton and the Misfits that are so important to you?
Just the passion, probably. Like during the game, there's chants going all game, which is pretty crazy sometimes when you can hear everyone in the rink chanting something. And I'd say for road teams, it's probably gets in their head a little bit, hopefully anyway. And it's a great feeling when the fans are just so passionate and just love to see us do well.
I know they try to put a flag up in the stands to represent every player from where. So I guess Are they as specific as Northwest Territory? Do you guys have a flag? Do you have a flag there, or is it you represented by the Canadian flag?
No, yeah, they've got a Northwest Territories flag, so I always pick it out in warm-ups.
You do. You make sure it's there. I mean, I know
Yeah.
they have to add flags every year, so I know it's maybe a bit of a challenge, but it is cool to see them all waving, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is for sure. And yeah, like you said, every guy in the team's got their home represented. So yeah, that's a really cool thing to do too.
That's really fun. So for you guys getting ready for the season, obviously you just have the one exhibition game this weekend with Northern. So while it's not, it doesn't count for anything, it's still, as far as both communities are concerned, this means something. How do you kind of balance that when you head into a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously an exhibition game, but both teams are gonna be playing hard, and our fans are gonna want to see a win. So yeah, it's gonna be taken, or it's gonna be played as any other game, and yeah, we might have some more guys dressed or something like that, but yeah, we're gonna be playing hard and going for the win.
For you, with so many new faces here, who are some of the what are some of the early connections you've seen with guys you're playing with, maybe, but also just some of the new players who are getting their first taste of college hockey practice, and obviously with Coach Sean and being involved, like what has that been like for some of the newer guys and that chemistry you get going early?
Yeah, we've been practicing for probably 4 or 5 weeks now, something like that. And yeah, everybody looks comfortable out there. Yeah, maybe first couple weeks, it's guys got to get used to the speed, but yeah, I like what I've seen, and guys are kind of adjusting and getting used to all the different systems, which some guys maybe in junior didn't have as many or as much structure as it is in college. So yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing, just getting used to different kind of systems and structure.
Who were the guys when you came in that you kind of looked to and to kind of figure out how we play hockey at Michigan Tech, and then how have you kind of passed that along to who are some of the younger guys that you say, wait a minute, I'm in those shoes now?
Yeah, I mean, probably Arvid Kataroth was he was a big one for me. I was pretty close with him too. Mosley, I looked up to him too. And now, yeah, I guess, yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing, trying to teach guys little things when I see it, if there's any confusion. But for the most part, the guys have seemed to pick it up pretty quick. So yeah, I haven't had to do too much of that yet.
I guess when you get more stressful in-game situations, there's going to be probably some more of that going on.
Yeah.
You guys have some cool tournaments, not to look too far down the line, but obviously the GLI is a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to California this year.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like this program gets to do a lot of fun things. You got to go to Arizona State, I think. You won that tournament a couple of years ago. Is that something that is obviously it's a positive, but is that something that you guys talk about, like the different opportunities you guys get to play in different arenas in different parts of the country?
Yeah, going to California, we're obviously excited to do that. And yeah, you mentioned Arizona State, which was a lot of fun. We were there for about a week too, around Christmas time, which was everybody appreciated. But yeah, I'm excited to go there, and like you said, don't want to look too far ahead, but yeah, we're pretty lucky to get to do something like that and get to play in a pretty nice rink over there too.
Last one for you here before I let you go. You guys, you're obviously, the goal is the McNaughton Cup, and last year I think you guys were picked 1 or 2, and so maybe it could have been seen as didn't achieve everything you wanted to. But was the Mason and making the NCAA tournament, did that make up for it at all, or is that's still obviously in the back of your mind that McNaughton Cup is something you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, we didn't have a good start last year, and we're trying to obviously not let that happen again. And I think that kind of taught some guys what we need to do to win, though. So I think we took it as something to learn from, and I think we did, and it gave us a really good second half. So I think, yeah, we just got to focus on getting better every day, and that's kind of what we did last year, and it worked out for us at the end.
All right, well, Jack, thanks for coming on the CCHA show, and I'm sure we'll talk to you further down the line with the Tech, and check in on you guys later this season.
Yep, thank you.